What you're hearing now is from the shortwave stations from my crystal radio. I'm going to show you how to build a shortwave crystal radio using this type of copper pipes that are commonly used for aircon coolants. Here are the steps to design and make your shortwave crystal radio. First, we need to define which shortwave band you're going to receive in your country or surrounding. Then we'll need to choose the right variable capacitor. We'll be using what we have chosen last time for the AM radio. And then we'll need to calculate the coil. This coil is a special coil that's less than 1 turn, using copper pipes with 16 millimeter diameter. Then we'll make the coil. Finally, we'll use the same universal crystal radio circuit for MOS FET, and then just hook that up to the circuit. Just change the coil and we can start testing. If you missed my previous videos for the universal crystal radio module and for the AM crystal radio module, just check the links in the description and watch those first, because some of the steps will not be repeated in this video. This website shows you all the shortwave radio stations, their frequency and band. Depending on where you are, your choice of the lowest frequency and the highest frequency may be different. For me, I'm going to go with from 5 MHz, that is 50,000 kHz, to around 15 MHz, that is 15,000 kHz. We are going to use the same type of variable capacitor, the small ones that we used when we make the AM radio. Actually, the whole circuit, the whole construction is the same as the previous one, except for the coil. So you can skip some of this video if you already watched the previous one. If you have missed the previous video, just click on the link in the description to replay the previous video. We're going to use the same website to calculate inductance. Again, we are using centimeter, so we click that. We're going to have around 1 turn, actually less than 1, around 0.9 turn, but we'll put in 1 anyway. And then the diameter of the coil is 1 meter or 100 centimeter. The length, I think the thickness of the tube, the copper tube, is about 1 cm, or you can enter 1.6. The calculated inductance is 2.1 microhenries. We'll use this figure in this other website where we can input the inductance of the coil, 2.1 microhenry, and then put in our lowest capacitance of the variable gap, 20 pF, to calculate the highest frequency of the tuned circuit, which is 24,000 kHz, so around 24 MHz. Then we input the higher capacitance, 280, and resulted in the lower frequency, 6.5 MHz or 65,000 kHz. So it looks like we have to use the other gain of the capacitor as well, make it up to 560 pF. So we can go as down as 46,000 kHz or 4.6 MHz, which will be our target. I use these soft copper pipes. They are sized 16 millimeter. You can find them from the air conditioning coolant supplies or from regular stores. So you just need to bend it into a big coil, a big circle of diameter 1 meter, leaving behind a gap of 10 cm to 20 cm, and hang it close to your window. Check out the inductance using the LC meter. It is around 2.2 microhenry, so quite matching the 2.1 microhenry that we calculated using the website. The circuit we are using is the same as what we did for the AM crystal radio. The only part that is changed is the coil. Even the variable capacitor is the same. So the coil is created using 15 millimeter thick copper tubes or copper pipes. Those are being used for the air con coolants. So we need around 3 meters of these pipes to create a coil, which will be measured diameter 1 meter. And then this coil, we need just 1 turn or less than 1 turn, so around 0.9 turns actually. We need to keep an opening of around 10 to 20 cm on one end, so we can connect the ground and the hot of the coil to the circuit. And then for the tap, we will move up the tap to around 0.1 turn above ground, which will be about 1 feet or 2 feet on the perimeter above ground. Because the copper pipe is quite thick, around 16 millimeter, we need this type of huge alligator clip, commonly used in car batteries for the tapping point. And then these smaller alligator clips can be used for the ground and the hot connection. So this is the same universal crystal radio module that we created last time. We're going to reuse it. Also the variable capacitor is the same one. We just connect in the small elevator clip first. The black one as ground, the red one as the hot. Then for the tapping point, we will first route the big alligator clips cable through this pipe and then connect it to the middle of the connector, which is the tapping point. Then we insert the copper pipe into this small box. Put in the small alligator clip, the grounding points, the cold end of the coil, and then the red alligator clip to the hot end of the coil. Tidying up the wire, we can close the lids of the box and put some screw in to secure it. And there you have it, a shortwave crystal radio made of a big copper pipe loop. Let's hang it close to the window, pointing to the direction where you think the shortwave will come in, and start tuning. So we receive a number of stations. Some are from China, some from Taiwan, some even from Korea. I don't know whether it's South Korea or North Korea. Some Vietnamese, some Thailand stations. When I did this test, it's just turning from daylight to the evening, just around sunset. Because the ionized layer of the atmosphere is thicker, denser at that point in time, and it can reflect the shortwave radio signals from far away to Hong Kong, so I can receive quite loud signal from time to time. However, the signal strength of the shortwave radio is fluctuating. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it will be too soft. This is because different path is used to transfer the shortwave to your radio. It may travel through different paths, and when they collapse or integrated together, the different phases may cancel out some of the radio wave frequencies. That's why you hear suddenly it is loud, suddenly it is soft, and you just need to try your luck and keep listening and searching for more stations. That's all I have for today. Please remember to subscribe and send this video to your friends to subscribe too. I'm trying to go over 1,000 subscribers, so I'm almost there. Thanks a lot for your help. Goodbye.
听众朋友，您准备好和佳音一起起飞了吗？今天是星期五，佳音要带您在不同的航线上也希望你能不同的航线，所以依着这样的一个路径让我们也有不同的风景。13229，注意想听的歌。
我刀斯蒂呢常读这个《可兰经》啊、圣训啊，有一些法规啊，我不知道在你的心目当中，这些法规也好，是
走不同的路，经历不同的事。今天早上佳音来电台的时候就又走了一条新路，因为我们附近在修地皮，所以因着工程的需要，先说一下规条，先说一下。